6:45 in the morning, and we are headed to Marikiti Market because it is the best place to get vegetables at a good price that are really affordable in all of Nairobi. Honestly, I dare you to tell me something different. But the thing with Marikiti is one has to wake up really early, and then just sacrifice that. After we go to Marikiti, we'll also go to City Market to get the meat, pass by KMC to get the beef. I'll show you and I'll share all the prices so that you can see how much cheaper this is. Let's go. I have carried with me the shopping list that we wrote as we were making the meal plan. If you haven't watched that video, then that's where this whole journey started. You need to go back, see the meal plan that we have made. I gave a few tips on how to make a workable meal plan, give a sample meal plan that you can hopefully download or copy for your own family and tweak to fit your own situation. So we made a shopping list. Let me show you. So this is a shopping list that we made. So I wrote down everything that I need from the market, including the prices, what I could remember, so that now when I'm going to the market, I know what I need to carry. Then I also wrote a list for the supermarket, and then the other market for cereals and lentils, for dried goods, and then slaughterhouse/city market for all this. So now what we need to do is we just go to Marikiti. As soon as we're done, head on to the head on to City Market, and lastly go to KMC. Because it's a weekday, there is a bit of traffic, but not so much. At least it's moving. A lot of people ask me, like, when we go to Marikiti, where do we park the car? If you go by yourself, Stage Market and also Nasiko Plaza have really nice and secure parking spaces, which are just there. So that's what we do. Although I go with my husband, so he stays with the car, then he comes to pick me. He drops me, then he picks me up at Stage Market. And then what I do is I'm just going to be running around the market. I'll buy the stuff, then I'll get a courier to take for me the stuff to the meeting point with my husband. I'll try to film as much as I can in the market, although it's a bit tricky. Although the market itself, by the way, is very safe. It's just that I'm normally so busy running up and down, trying to finish as quickly as I can so that we can get home before the traffic hits us. We are in the process of looking for eggs because they've become a rare commodity. So we know someone who sells eggs this side of Kiambu. So since we're coming from church, we've decided to just pass by here and get ourselves a few trays. Man, we should have started keeping those chickens. We wouldn't be here by now, man. Gosh. So we've come from the market. Actually, it's been over a day. We went the day before yesterday. And I just want to share with you what we bought. We also did some supermarket shopping. I'm going to share with you the prices so that you can see how things have just unfolded and unraveled in this world in which we are living. Yes, I have a feather in my hair. I know. I was at work yesterday and the kids went somewhere and they said they saw a feather and they thought would be really pretty for me, and so they gave it to me today, and so I'm donning it, and they said I look very good. So you know, a mama's gotta do what a mama's gotta do. So come I show you what we bought. I have my list of prices. Remember, we are working off the meal plan that we made. We just made a meal plan a couple of days ago, so if you're interested, watch that video. I'm going to put a downloadable link there so that you can download the meal plan. I'll show you exactly how we plan our meals and how you can tweak it to suit your own situation. And based on the meal plan that we have made for this month, I came up with a shopping list. It's all in that video, and that's what I used to go shopping with, okay? Although you will see that I did change a few things once I got to the market, because you know I got some character development over there, and I was like, I need to change a few things. So this is what I bought. I still have a few stuff over there that I'm going to show you. Some stuff we have already boiled, ready for our freezer meal session tomorrow. But first, come and see what we got. So yeah, check out my feather. This is coming back in fashion, guys. You know, it's giving the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. But you know what? I could be starting a trend over here, me and my children. So okay, come and show you what I got. So let's start here. We have the yellow and red peppers. They were a bit fresher than this. As I said, it's been a day and a half since I went to the market, but it's okay, we'll use them tomorrow, and we'll also store them in the fridge right after this. So a kilo was going for 170. Normally it's 150, so you know, that's how things are unfolding. Then here we have tomatoes. They were going for, one lady told me 100 shillings per kg, and I walked. I'm telling you, I walked like I walked off in a half. Then I found someone who was willing to sell to me at 8 shillings. Normally it's 60. Then the green peppers, these ones are going for 60 shillings. That price has not changed. I was really happy about that. The carrots, I found a lady who was selling to me at 100 shillings for like a 2 kg container, which was a really good price. I bought so much because I have this and I also have these ones here. So I bought quite a lot of carrots, so much that our help was asking me whether they were on offer. And I told her, yes, they kind of are. And then I have these, what do you call them? Butternut. Butternut, they were going for 50 shillings a kg. That hasn't changed even one bit. These red cabbage, they sold to me at 100 shillings per kilo. So this was half a kilo, this was 50 shillings. I bought this because I want to make this a salad with this. Probably tonight, we'll see. These eggplants, they went for 60 shillings a kilo. Normally it's 50, so it's maybe 10 bob more, but that's fine. Here we have some zucchinis and their cousins, the cucumbers. These zucchinis, imagine they sold to me at 70 shillings. Normally it's 60, so that's fine. Cucumbers, 80. I'm telling you, but I'm really happy when I go to where? To Marikiti, because here in our local market, these ones are really expensive. They're like a kilo or 150 or 120 per kg. So yeah, yesterday or the day I went was a good day for melons. I bought melons, the cheapest I have ever bought since I started going to that market, you guys, ever. And I've been going to that market for like 6 years now, okay? I bought this melon at 30 shillings a kg. If you want to start a melon business, now is the time. Run to Marikiti and come and sell to us at an exorbitant price. And we will buy because we don't have a choice. Anyway, this is cabbage, in case you didn't know. 2 cabbage. We actually bought 3 but we've already had one yesterday for dinner. Let me tell, look at me, look at me. This cabbage, my friend, hey, you know they normally have like 3 prices. So normally it would be 60, 70, and the biggest one is 80. And the biggest one is the size of my head plus this one, 80 shillings. My friend, this time, that guy is saying 90, 100, or 110 with a straight face. And he's not even smiling. Me, I told him it must be your first day in the market because you don't know how we buy cabbages here. Excuse me, let me teach you. We normally 60, 70, or 80. Then he looked at me like I had smoked something. So we had to have a small tete-a-tete. And he finally, this one he was selling to me at 100. After a lot of bargaining, cajoling, and crying and weeping, he decided to bring it down to 80. I cannot even believe. But again, it's been very, very hot. So everybody, everywhere you went, everyone was like, oh, you know, it's been so hot, it's been so hot. Okay, fine. It was 80 bob. I bought 3. So I bought 3 pineapples from the same guy I normally buy from, 60 shillings, although it's much smaller than usual. And this is why I always encourage you guys to go to Marikiti, because you get to build relationships with these guys, and then, you know, they'll normally give you the best prices that they can. And yeah, so 60 shillings, and could have been worse. Now, let me tell you the story of these mangoes. That lady was selling to me at 20 shillings, okay? But the other day when I went to our local market, because we are on Mombasa Road, I guess some person had just removed them from his tree that morning, put them in the boot of his car, so he was selling from the boot of his car. And I bought even bigger ones at 10 bob. And then I made a really, really yummy mango salad. If you watch our hosting video, you will see, oh my gosh, it's mango season. Take advantage and watch that video so you can learn how to make a mango salad. But now, when I went to Marikiti, because I guess it's farther from Machakos, I bought this at 20 shillings, okay? That's it. Then I bought some sugar snaps. Are they sugar snaps? Yes. 30 shillings. Per kilo. So I bought a kilo. The price is very, 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 very friendly, which I like. I also bought myself some leeks. The leeks, looking at the list, the leeks were going for, I didn't write them, maybe probably 100 shillings per kilo, which is not so bad. After listening to you guys when you were talking about which onions are better, I decided to buy some yellow onions because we all agreed that these ones are much better when it comes to cooking, and the red ones are better for salads. But if you see me using the red ones for cooking, the next time, don't come at me. You know, we are allowed to change our minds here and there. So looking at this, price was 90 shillings per kilo, which is normally around the same price. Normally, even for the red one, so that's fine. Avocados, yes, these avocados were going for 40 shillings a piece, which is fantastic. Let me tell you, there's a guy who sells avocados outside my place of work, and I bought them. I think it was this design actually. I bought, okay, maybe these ones. You know, there are different types of avocados. I think there were these ones a few weeks ago. And they were some of the best avocados I've ever tasted. But he sold them to us at 80 shillings. And I was floored, but they were so yummy, so we bought. Only to go to Marikiti and find that they're being sold at 40 bob. Please, if you're looking for something to do when you go to work and make an extra coin, go to Marikiti, buy avocados and sell to people there, because you're bound to make 100% profit. And they are really yummy. So 40 shillings for that. And that was that. As far as these lemons go, they're being sold at 100 shillings per kilo, which is a bit expensive. No, 80 shillings a kilo, so I bought half a kilo at 40 bob, but normally it's 60 shillings a kilo, so that price has gone up. The rosemary, it was going for 10 bob, always 10 bob. It's drying, I need to cook. I'm going to cook it tomorrow. I almost forgot about these sweet potatoes. The price was just for tears. No, it was 50 shillings. It was not for tears. The price that was for tears is for ndomas, which I can't see here because we already boiled them and put them in our fridge. Ndomas are arrowroots. Here, 2 of them for 100 bob. 2 pieces. See, everybody knows it's supposed to be like 3 pieces for 100 shillings. Everybody, it's in the constitution. Let me tell you, that guy was selling to me at 2 of them for 100 shillings. Can you even? But now, because we're trying to go healthy, I bought. Now what could I do? I just bought, and then I went and cried somewhere in a corner. Anywho, and then I bought matoke. Always, this price has never changed, which is not a good thing, because when they're cheap, the price should go lower. But for 150 shillings, we've already had some with mashed potatoes yesterday for dinner. Yeah. And then I bought ginger. Let me tell you what I do when I'm buying ginger. I normally go for the ones that are the muddiest, because they look like, in my mind, they've just come from the market, from the garden that day or the night before. But now what I forget is when I get home to soak them, which is what I should have done. They're going for 50 shillings, 100 shillings a kilo, which is fair because normally it's 160. So I bought half a kilo because I already have, remember, I already have my ginger and garlic paste in, the fridge that we made from our previous freezer meal session. It's still going strong. But I actually decided to add some ginger for our butternut soup. Okay, in fact, let me put it in some water and then we continue. Don't even worry about these beans. I'm going to tell you about them shortly. This ginger, so that the mud can be getting off. I find that it is best to, as soon as you come from the market, just soak them and wash off all the mud, and then you can put it in your fridge, and you can make your ginger and garlic paste at that time. So, you know, do as I say, not as I do, you know. So yeah, let me leave it soaking so that when we are done, when I'm done showing you everything, I can come and deal with that. All right, let's go. I also bought some green chilies because people here love chilies a lot. I used to make a chili paste for my husband a long time ago. I'm thinking I might go back to doing that because, yeah, by the way, our kids nowadays, I think after seeing us adding chili to our food, have said that they also want to start eating chili. So I said, when I'm doing my freezer meals tomorrow, and we all agreed, I'll take 1 meal and I'll put some black pepper. So just ease them into the chili, whatever, because we love chili over here. And then we'll see how that goes. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, I also bought peas. Hey, I bought 2 types of cheese. Wait, cheese. What am I saying? Peas, cheese, peas. I bought peas. I bought 2 types of peas. This time I decided to buy the shelled ones in the interest of time, because when I buy the unshelled ones, literally takes about 3 hours to shell all of them. And imagine, I found it is almost comes to around the same amount and saves you 3 hours of sitting down and shelling peas. So these ones I bought for 220 shillings, which is okay. No, is that so? Yes, that is so. I think that is so. I'm not sure. Oh no, I bought 2 containers. 1 container was going for 220, so I bought 2 coming to 440. I also bought red bananas. As you can see, we've been digging into them. Imagine 1 for 5 shillings, and that is very expensive for Marikiti. Very expensive, by the way. Because normally I get like 3 for 10 shillings. That's that. And then here we have the most expensive thing of all. Potatoes. My friend. You know, like the big bucket that we used to buy for, initially we started at 650 when I started going to Marikiti, then it went to 700, then it went to 800, and we all cried and we called the president and we spoke to him and we were like, you gotta do something about the prices of potatoes. My friend, Yeah, at 1,200. Bei ya kuongea ama bei ya kunyamaza. It is the price for keeping quiet. You don't even talk. You take it or you leave it. Me, I couldn't believe. I was like, no. I told that guy, if it was not for my ancestors who would come to me if I did not have potatoes in my house, because I am from the mountains, I would leave you and your potatoes alone. But then the ancestors, you know, you have to respect them and all that. So I bought me a very, very expensive bucket of potatoes. It is well. So basically that's it that I bought, apart from the arrowroots that I told you we've already boiled and put in the freezer, because those ones are very sensitive by the way. You have to boil them the day you buy them and then put them away because they go bad so fast, and we like to have them for breakfast. And also we bought this coriander or dania. This is a great way to store them, by the way. Just put some fresh water. I don't know if you can see, our sweet help has already done it for me. Wash off the roots and then put some fresh water and then cover like this. By the way, they'll stay like this even for a month. So I literally removed them from the fridge. These ones also, my gosh, there was a whole conspiracy at the market. Everything was so expensive, oh my God. So, but it's fine, the Lord is providing and everything. So, these ones were going for like 2 for 20 shillings. Two bundles like this. 4. I don't. Okay, it was expensive. It was just a different price from what we're used to. I couldn't find lemongrass, so I didn't buy. I couldn't find good lemongrass, and I didn't buy garlic because, as I said, we already have our garlic and ginger paste, which is the 3rd month now in the fridge, going very well. If you want to preserve your garlic and ginger, just grate it or put it in your food processor and put it in the fridge. It goes very well. Now let me show you what I got from the supermarket. There were just a few things that I needed to buy from the supermarket, because you know, when I go to my kitty, I'm buying shopping for like a whole month. Okay, you know, we're going to use all these vegetables to cook freezer meals for 1 month. Although I'm foreseeing my freezer meal this time going for like 6 weeks, which would be so much better for me. I'd be much happier. But at least for 1 month by vegetables. But when I go to the supermarket for our daily use, I shop for the week. Okay, although I am really trying to do wholesale shopping because it is so much more affordable. When I get there, I will show you. In the meantime, so let me show you what I bought. I bought this cooking oil. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid cooking with vegetable oil for normal food. Okay, for normal food. So I bought some olive oil. I'll show you. I hope you've checked out that video. If it's out yet, I'll show you. Okay, but this I bought when I need to deep fry stuff, because I'm trying to get really good at making mandazi. So last week when I went to the market, they were selling some special flour that's prepared for just mandazis. So I needed the oil to do that. I'll show you in a video coming very soon. I don't know when, but one day, okay? But for the freezer meals, I bought 3 packets of Royco, all right? Remember, when I did my kitchen makeover, oh, by the way, had you noticed, have you seen the beauty of my new kitchen? If you want to know how we did it, please check out that video. So much for you to watch it. Anywho, so I bought a lot of spices from Gara on that day when we were doing the kitchen makeover. So I didn't need to buy a lot of spices, but I needed to buy some Royco just in case. And then I also got some sweet corn. I don't need to tell you the prices for this because we all go to the supermarket. But I try to tell you prices for Marikiti because most of us don't go to do our vegetable shopping in Marikiti. So I try to show you how much cheaper it is to go to Marikiti instead of buying from your estate. And that's why I always insist to give you the Marikiti prices. But from the supermarket, we all go there, so most of us are quite familiar. So I bought these sweet corn, 3 packets, because I need to make a salad. They're great for healthy snacks and all that jazz. Also bought 3 loaves of bread. as you can see, we have already started eating one. We'll have to eat our bread fresh from the supermarket because we love fresh bread, and that's why sometimes we like to make our own. So when we don't, the minute it's fresh, we dive into it and we eat it. I also bought a packet of pasta. Forget about the brown rice for now. We bought 4 packets of juice. We have already drunk one. We highly dilute it, but we like it because it helps the kids drink a lot more water, especially in this hot season. My gosh, today it was 30 degrees centigrade. And then I bought a packet of wheat flour and a packet of corn flour. We have 4 kgs of rice. They must have been on offer. These ones I'm not the one who bought. It is my darling husband. I guess they were on offer. And then also we have 2 kilos of salt right here. I've never seen this brand before. I am so used to canned salt. And then also we have 3 tubs of tomato paste and 5 tubs of coconut cream. So that's all we got from the supermarket. And milk. I'll show you milk shortly. We also went and bought 3 trays of this most valuable of commodities right now. Eggs. Oh my gosh. How I am regretting not having started my chicken farming right now because eggs are so rare right now. And then also when it comes to grains, I know you've seen this brown rice. I went to a grain shop, a cereal shop, where I bought this because remember when we did the meal planning, I said how we want to start eating brown rice. So one of our rice meals is going to be brown rice this month, and we see how the people take on that. Now these ones, I'll tell you the price. They were selling 2 kgs at 200 shillings. 2 kilos at 200 shillings, you guys. And the supermarket 1 kg is one that's going for 200 shillings. Like, what? Are you even for real? Yeah. Okay. Is that rice? Is that right? No. Let me take that back. So I'm sorry, I lied. I apologize. 2 kgs, 1 kg was going for 200 shillings of brown rice. Normally at the supermarket it's like 250 or 270. Yeah, even me, that price surprised me. Okay, so yeah, it was still much cheaper the supermarket. Let me show you what else we bought, because most of the other lentils we bought from there we have already boiled, as you saw at the sink. So come along, let me show you. So as far as the lentils go that we are going to be cooking this month, I bought 3 kilos of Dengu Special. I don't know what they are called in English. I just know we call them Dengu Special. Just some type of lentils here. I bought 3 kilos. We've already boiled this, by the way. So when it comes to my freezer meals tomorrow, it's going to be so quick. And one thing that I need to make tomorrow is I want to make a lot of stock, and I want to show you guys step by step how I make stock. So I'm going to make vegetable stock. So you want to check out for that video. So I bought 3 kilos of Dengu Special, just different types of lentils. And then I found, have you ever gone to those cereal shops and then you find these dried peas? I was like, you know what? Let me just try. I've never had them. I've never seen anyone buying them. I don't know who buys them. I don't know what they use them for. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy them and try and make a stew out of them. Stay tuned. When I make a what's for dinner video, I'll tell you what we'll have them with. But when we cook them tomorrow, we'll taste and I'll tell you whether it's a yes or a big fat no. So these ones, a kilo was going for 170 shillings. I bought 2 kilos. Then I bought these black beans. They're sort of like garbanzo beans, but they're black. I don't know why they're black. Maybe because I'm black. I don't know. But I bought how many? I bought 4 kgs and we've already cooked them once. But they're so little. I don't know, man. These are 4 kilos. Do you know what I think? I think these people have put something in the GMO beans. So now when you boil them, they don't double in size. Conspiracy theorists. Anyway, a kilo was going for 240. Yeah, and then we bought these other normal lentils. A kilo was going for 160 shillings. Then I bought 3. So we've already boiled all these. They were in the fridge. I'll take them back right away. Then tomorrow morning, boom, bam, boom, do our freezer meals and call it a day. All right. I also bought 15 liters of milk from the supermarket because that's what we like to do. So I'm going to store 10 liters in the fridge for tea. And then I'm going to use 5 liters to make Greek yogurt. Remember, I bought that fantastic yogurt from Walmart when I went to New York. Yes, I went to New York. Gotta check out that video, man. So now is when I'm getting ready to make that Greek yogurt. So stay tuned for that awesomeness, okay? I have some flowers here which I need to take care of very soon, very, very soon. And then we went and bought some meat from KMC. I almost said KFC. Here I have a kilo of ground beef. I don't know why I bought it because it wasn't on my list, but I need to make some meatballs for having with potatoes instead of sausages. And then I have 2 kilos of beef for our beef stew. Here I have 8 kilos of chicken that we bought from City Market, our usual place. We buy them and they've already skinned and cut them up for me. They were in the freezer. I'll take them right back. So basically that is all that we managed to get from the market this time. I have some pork in my freezer that I had bought a couple of months ago, so we are going to finish that off tomorrow, the freezer meals. So that's it. I need to put all this stuff away. Basically, guys, things are tough, okay? Things are a bit tough right now, and that's why I will always encourage you to look for ways in which you can reduce your household budget, even if it won't be going to Markiti, or it can't be business as usual the way things are going, okay? Now remember, we have made a meal plan and a free downloadable meal plan for you. That was in our last meal planning video, so that's the video you want to watch next, so that you can get your free meal plan, so you can start planning your meals, because planning just keeps you one step ahead. You end up not buying things that you don't need, and you only buy what you need. Saves you money, saves you time. So I'll catch you in that video next.